Hello and welcome back to another Lord of the Rings progression playthrough live stream. Today we are taking on the Starry last week in the Hobbit box. I don't quite know what the right call out here is. But yeah, so we're taking on the final on Arkham Hobbit Champions. I love it. We should make that game. We should definitely make that game. Oh man, text is really small again. We'll fix it eventually. It'll be fine. But, okay, so we are taking on the third and final scenario in this box. So that means that if we have enough time, we're going to do an unboxing today. So we haven't done one of those in a while. And so we will be unboxing the next Hobbit box, which is on the doorstep. So if we make it past this scenario tonight, this has been a pretty rough scenario. It's been kind of frustrating to build a deck around. I've been trying to stay within theme of dwarfs and not changing on my heroes too many times, just to kind of mitigate that starting threat. But what I've decided to do is, if we don't have a successful trial, maybe once, maybe twice, depending on how quickly it goes, we'll build a deck on stream to try and take it on and figure out exactly how to push through this Contest of Champions and riddleness that's going on over here. But yeah, so it's this is an interesting one. Basically, kind of what the setup is that we're kind of managing two different quests, and so there's the standard quest where we're going to be trying to push through. I think it's 16:9. Oh wait, no, it is 14 quest points. So if we can push through that, then we make it through. But we don't proceed on to the third stage until we have won our whatever it's called over here, riddles in the dark over here. And so we have to figure out how to basically put progress tokens on that, and it's by revealing cards from the treasury deck, from the encounter deck, and it will tell us different riddles that we can take on, which is basically shuffling and hoping you flip up a random or the right card, which can be a little frustrating. It kind of messed with my deck building a little bit, but it was hard to kind of stay within the core realm of dwarfs and Hobbit for this quest, and also still be proficient at actually doing the quest. And so we'll see how it goes. But the hero gambit we're running Dane Ironfoot, who has been consistent through the last couple of streams. So starting threat of 11, a 1/2/3 hero with 5 hit points, and all dwarf characters get +1 attack and +1 willpower. We have Nori, who is also a return champion for us tonight. Nori is, after you play a dwarf character from your hand, reduce your threat by 1, which gives us 20 threat. And then our third hero is new to the Hobbit box, but not new to the stream. We have Dwalin, who is another spirit dwarf hero, and he has 9 threat, which ups to 10 because we did sub him in, which gives us a starting threat of 30. He has a 1 willpower, 2 attack, 2 defense, 4 health, and it says after he attacks and destroys an orc enemy. There are a lot of orc enemies in this one, so that's good. We get to reduce our threat by 2. Dwalin, put in, coach. Yeah, put me in. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, so he is in here not necessarily because of his ability, although it is good. He is in here to give me more spirit, because the majority of this deck is spirit because of the riddles. So the riddles will be flipping up cards, and based on, it's like name a sphere, and so we're hopefully grabbing a lot of spirit cards. Okay, we're already. Oh, I saw from last week, D20 banned the word travel, but that's no longer active. Alrighty, so we have second breakfast. We are discarding a lot of cards in this scenario based on those riddle test, and so there are going to be cards that we need to use to bring those back. I thought I fixed that. Or we want to be able to bring cards back. And so Second Breakfast allows us to do that. One second, let me see if this works. Yeah, so Second Breakfast allows us to return the topmost attachment from card into our hand. And so if we discard something that we really need, say like a Glamdring or something like that, then we are able to then grab it as long as it's at the top. It is a little hard, but I also tried to focus this deck around a lot of 1-cost cards because there are riddles where it says name a cost. And so if we can name one, we may be able to discard Second Breakfast and get some in on the side west over here, not side scheme. We have Glamdring, which is our treasure that we're keeping. So Glamdring's over here. We're running 2 copies of the Celebrian Stone, mainly because we do have to quest a pretty significant amount in this scenario. And so the Celebrian Stone helps us get there. It gives us +2 willpower, and we're going to be throwing that on Nori whenever we draw it. We have our standard Dwarven Tomb, Test of Will, Hasty Stroke Gambit that we're running just as a mitigation. So those are all 1-cost spirit events, which is also kind of why we're running the maximum amount of those. There are some nasty shadow effects in here as well, so have to be on the lookout for that. We're running 3 copies of Ancient Matham, which allows us another 1-coster, which is critical here. It's another 1-coster. And it allows us to get access to the card draw that we're so lacking without running a lore hero. We're running 2 copies of Will of the West, which is choose a player, to shuffle that player's discard pile back into their deck, and then remove this card from the game. So this is because we're discarding a bunch of cards. Hopefully we'll be able to bring those back at any time. 1 cost. Another 1-cost spirit card. Oh my gosh, I should have looked up Murdivore. So this is a newer card for us. So I don't quite remember when this came in. It actually may have been this box, but it says attached to a hero, and we get to choose 2 options. We can when we discard it, we get to choose 2 options. We can add a resource, we can give +1 willpower, or we can put this on the top of our deck. We're using these to probably give us a +1 willpower because we are in need of that questing, and then throwing it back onto the deck. And as our deck thins, this gets better because we will be targeting 1 cost and spirit for a lot of those riddles. Unexpected Courages for Dane, threat mitigation for the greetings. We've got Money, Stewards, and Narvi's Belt. And again, we're running 2 copies of a lot of these because if we do get these discarded, then that does feel really bad. So that helps there. I actually don't, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I'd run Narvi's in this deck. I was playing around and I did a kind of a last minute switch where I subbed out a lot of lore cards, and I had a couple of tactics cards in here that I was using Narvi's Belt to pay for. I think I may remove that. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, we've got a lot of allies, so we've got stand and fights to bring them out, and then just a lot of these allies. We're running 2 copies of Philly and Killy. We're running Bofers, Zygal Miners, Longbeard Elders, Party Leadership to buff those. That's each dwarf character gets +1 hit point, which comes in very handy in this scenario. We're running our standard distribution of Gandalfs, 2 core, 1 Overhill Underhill Gandalf to help with that questing. Ideally, we are going to pull Gandalfs either early, and we can sneak attack those in, which are the last couple cards. So we can sneak attack those in, or and reduce our threat because we are we are starting at a pretty high threat threshold, and so we want to make sure that we can bring that down, reducing it by 5. Sorry, no, there is no Iron Fist in this deck. I couldn't. I tried. I just really couldn't figure out how to get him in there. So, unfortunately, we're not going to see what some consider to be the most OP card in the game today. Unfortunately, but we'll try and get it in next time. How about that? He's he, he wants so hard to be good. He wants so hard to be good, but yeah. So Astari, what have you been playing recently? Like, what has been your quest? Or have you been working your way through a specific cycle recently? I feel like I haven't heard what has been on your table recently. So, curious. Whew. So this deck is 51 cards because we do have Glamdring in there, which does not count towards their deck limit. But got it here. Okay, so let's put that right there. We've got our 3 heroes. We have to shuffle this up. I played this. I've practiced this, and my win percentage is very, very low on this scenario, unfortunately. So I haven't tried it with anything. Maddie, Iron Fist is not good at all. Iron Fist is just really, really not good. He's just very, very overcosted, unfortunately. Or, yeah, he's very overcosted, and you really don't want to lose a hero. Starry still playtesting decks in the first few quests, Journey Down the Anduin. Nice. Trying Eladin, Elohir, Aragorn deck. I really like the Elohir, Eladon, which I assume is the ones that I have open the tactics and the leadership version where they give each other boost. I think that's a fun team up. And then Aragorn is always good, no matter what sphere. But yeah, I would say that Brock Iron Fist is just considered not to be a very good card. Okay. Aragorn Tactics? I didn't even know Aragorn was in Tactics. Aragorn's in everything. He's going to be in a bag and sphere at some point. Okay. Let's figure out what's going on. So Quest 1A, Out of the Frying Pan. After killing the Great Goblins, Bilbo's companions fought to win their escape from the Goblins. But by the time they realized that Bilbo had been lost in the darkness, it was too late to turn back and search for him. Setup. Add Lake in the Cavern to the staging area and create a riddle area with stage 2A and follow setup instructions on that card. Here's our riddle area over here. Dang, they invented frying pans in Middle Earth. Yep. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. So they also have restaurants. It's canon. So stage 1B, players cannot advance to stage 3A unless both 1B and 2B are complete. And then force, this is brutal. Reveal an additional encounter card per player during the staging step. So a lot of these encounter cards we will do a riddle and we won't resolve them normally, but you can get run over real quick. Alrighty, so stage 2A. This is up in at the same time. So this is going to be sitting over here. This is, during the confusion, Bilbo stumbles around a tunnel into Goblin's Cave. There, the Hobbit had to outwit the creature Gollum in a dangerous riddle contest to discover the way out. Setup. Search the encounter deck for Gollum and Bilbo's magic ring. Place Gollum and Bilbo Baggins in the riddle area and attach Bilbo's magic ring to Bilbo Baggins, then shuffle the encounter deck. And this has 9. So this says that we cannot go to 3A unless both of these are complete. And then progress tokens cannot be added to or removed from this quest except by answering riddles. So cards in the riddle area are immune to player card effects and cannot leave the riddle area except by quest effects. So we're gonna just set that right there. Hopefully that's good to see. Gollum over here is a 0/2/2 or 2/3/5. And then if the player answers a riddle and fails to find at least one match, Gollum attacks without a shadow card. And remember, if Bilbo dies, we lose the game. So basically, we can lose 3 riddles, and that's it. If we lose more than 3 riddles, game's over. We have to start over. So, Lake in the Cavern. So this is a cave location. It starts with X, where X is twice the number of players in the game, so that's going to be 2. And then players cannot travel here. It's immune to player card effects. And then after players advance to stage 3, remove Lake in the Cavern from the game. So, need to just make sure that we are questing a lot. So, it's not an easy scenario. On Bjorn Hall, this is ranked actually a little bit easier than the first scenario, but I have not found that to be true. I think I did kind of artificially constrain my deck building a little bit more than maybe normal, but yeah, so we'll see. Alrighty, so we start out with 6 cards. We're looking for allies here. We're looking for a lot of allies. Which golem has 50 threat? Yep, so it's just basically so you can't engage him. He will automatically engage you when we progress on to 3A, and so we will get to fight him, but right now he is 50, which there have been a couple enemies that have 50 that just kind of mess with the game that way, because there are cards that are like, if you have threat lower than engagement cost X. Hey, how's it going? Love watching you play Lord of the Rings. Even though you are a newer player, you're pretty sharp strategically, provide good paced, interesting playthroughs. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Whew. Okay, so let's get started. So we got Billy, Galadriels. We've got Gandalf, Mirnivore, Hardy Leadership, and a Zygal Miner. I like having Hardy Leadership in my opening hand. I like having Philly, although it's gonna take a while to get. Hey, Kurokai. How's it going? So I like the opening hand. I like the opening hand. Philly's gonna take a while to play. I may want to shuffle him back into the deck and hopefully draw a Killy instead. Yeah, so Lord of the Rings shenanigans, let's go. It's gonna be something. It's this is a quest. This is a quest. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. I'm gonna mulligan the hand. And hopefully grab something a little bit better. Okay, so Maddie, I haven't checked what Marvel Champions is winning the vote on the Discord. What expansion is? Excited for you to get through the Hobbit and onto the Shadow Cycle. The fun truly begins there. The Shadow Cycle, which is, I got Heirs, Voice, Lost Realms, Grey Havens, Shadow. Wait, Shadow of the East? Is that the last one? Is that the very last one? Yeah, that's Sans. I need to get my eyes checked. I'm looking over here where they're at. Wait, there's a vote in the Discord? Yeah, you put it up in the Marvel Champions. I don't know. He just dropped it. He just put it up there. Heirs is the deluxe for against. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know all the names quite yet, but yes. So Heirs, I heard, is pretty interesting and kind of difficult. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so I voted for Sinister Mode. It's just maybe it's the new, but we'll see. Okay, so we got Galadriels. Oh, we got Glamdring. That's pretty big. Mirnivore, Narvis, and a Zygal Miner. Sure. I mean, it is what it is. So, starting at 30 threat, we've got some work to do. Alrighty, so let's pass out some money. I always forget to give money to Bilbo over here. He's like over and doing his own thing. Oh, Dubai. D20 voted 4 times for Galaxy's Most Wanted. But to quote Gimli, that still only counts as one. There's actually... Yeah. Is there a card that's the... No, it's keeping count. I want there to be a card that still only counts as one. I feel like that'd be great. Okay, so we got a Will of the West, which is not the best pull, but you know, we'll hold on to that for a while and see what happens. Let's go ahead and throw a Glamdring onto Dwalin. So that allows us to bump his attack up to effectively a 5 if Dane is ready. To be fair, his reactions were like meh and no for it. Yeah, so I don't think he wants you to get that one. Yeah, it's not. That one's a tough one. But now, since we're swinging pretty heavily, we can hopefully do. We get to lower a threat and draw a card now whenever we kill a Orc enemy. So that's 0. We will. We'll go ahead and throw a Zygal Miner out here. And so I don't necessarily want the Zygal Miner out. Like, it's nice to have him out, but really what it is it lowers my threat by a Nori. And there are a couple of nasty minions in here with an engagement cost of 30. And so this drops me down 1, so it's a little bit better for me. Hopefully we don't draw into that. Okay, and we're gonna hold on to there. So let's go ahead and quest. Let's go 3, 4, 5. We'll hang on because we're probably gonna go ahead and flip an enemy because that's just how it goes. I say Sinister Modes for the fact it gives you more ways to play Justice, so it does justice to Justice. Yep. Sinister Mode. I just also love the heroes. They're just so good. Okay, so we have to flip 2. So we're going 5. We're gonna use the threat counter here. So 5 to 2, and we've got a Wild Warg. So if Wild Warg is dealt a shadow card with a riddle, it gets +2 fight. Don't love this. But we actually have a riddle here, so we can take on this riddle. And it says the first player names a card type, shuffles its deck, and discards the top 2 cards. For each of those cards that matches, place 1 progress token on stage 2. So we're going to go ahead and activate the riddle. So we activate the riddle instead of resolving it normally. And so we're going to name Event. We're going to name Event. This deck is fairly event heavy. So we're going to name Event. And I forgot to read what the magical ring does. But it says when answering a riddle, spend 1 of these resources to discard an additional player card from the top of your deck. And then you can exhaust Bilbo's magic ring and raise each threat by 2 to add 1 resource to this pool. So we're going to go ahead and spend 1. So we're going to be discarding 3, looking for an event. We've got a Killy, we've got an event, and we've got an attachment. So we do find 1. So Gollum does not attack, and since we found 1, we're placing 1 on Riddles in the Dark. Okay. The next one is, I hate these, the Goblin Runners. So this is surging into the Goblin Miners. Wait, so Bilbo already has the ring? I thought Gollum still has it. Bilbo has it. This is simulating where Bilbo has it in his pocket and Gollum is looking for it, and they do like the whole, what's in my pocket type shenanigans. That's where we are at in the story. Bilbo is in possession of the 1 ring of power. So I quested for 5 against 2, 4, 5, so nothing happens. My threat's at 29, so both of these engage me. Okay, so we can kill off both of them with Dwalin, or one of them with Dwalin. You didn't read or watch The Hobbit, so yeah, the details aren't clear to me. Okay, yeah. So Bilbo gets separated from the party. We can do a whole storytelling. Bilbo gets separated from the party. While he's in this cave looking around, he finds the 1 ring of power, which Gollum has lost. The ring is kind of like, rid itself of Gollum, knowing that there's going to be a way out coming. And so Bilbo picks it up. He doesn't quite know what it is, and then Gollum approaches him. They have like this like riddle off where they, they go back and forth telling each other riddles. And the final riddle is Bilbo famously says like, "What's in my pocket?" And then so yeah, but I think it's a cheap shot from Bilbo. I'll stand by that, but it is what it is. But so and now he's trying to escape. He ends up putting on the ring and running away. Spoilers. To be fair, the book's been out for 70 years, so maybe not spoilers. Yeah, 70? Because it came out in the 40s. Sorry, probably knows. Magic Moose Moo, how you doing? Tried solo protection Quicksilver against Ultron today. You got smacked. Oof. You're gonna do that. You need a way to get retaliate, like Dauntless, or something like that. That may help. Sneaky Baggins, yes. Dauntless, yeah. Protection solo against Ultron, you can just get overrun so quickly, and it can be very, very dangerous. Okay, so we are going to have a 2 attack going undefended. So 2, he gets +1 attack, so it's 3. That's 3 damage onto Dane. I'm gonna put it onto Dane. No, we're gonna put it onto Nori. Nope, we're gonna put it onto Nori. Hobbit is the 1937s. Okay. By the way, there's a Lord of the Ring campaign that has Smaug. Does he have 50 threat too? I assume so. So this is the end of the first Hobbit box, which means that we're halfway through the Hobbit saga. There is one more Hobbit box, and I have to assume that Smaug is going to be a part of that. I have to say that you're not a big fan of the orc art in the Hobbit boxes. Yeah, no, I agree. They look like weird, like lizards almost. And then we're gonna come in. Here's an attack of 3. We're going to defend with Dane here. So 3 shadow. Defending player deals damage among characters he controls equal to the number of goblin enemies he's engaged with. Oh, jeez. Okay, so we'll go 1 on Dwalin and 1 on Nori. Then during my attack phase, we're gonna take Dwalin. We're gonna swing right back at the Goblin Runner for 4, and that will kill the Goblin Runner. Whenever we destroy an orc, which he is, we get to lower our threat by 2. And then Glamdring allows us to draw a card, which is Philly. One on Dane. I'm not going to kill Nori. You can't let me do it. Okay, so that is the end of the round. So we will take all of this, put it over here, increase our threat. And draw a card. Celebrian Stone. Like seeing that. Okay. Okay, so we are... Okay, so check this out. I was gonna say, is Nori dead? Yeah, no, for some reason I just thought he had a absurd amount of money already, but no, Dane took the scratch. Okay, so we're gonna spend 1 of these spirit resources to put Murdervor onto Nori. We're then going to use the action. I need to look up the action windows here. I think I have it right here. I assume that I can like do actions, play. Oh, I don't think I ever realized that there is not a... Yeah, there's not an action stage. Yeah, there's not an action stage during the planning phase. Okay. So that kind of hurts my plan here. But that's fine. We're gonna spend 2 resources here to put the Sleebrian stone onto Nori. So Nori's up to effectively 5 willpower when Dane is ready. And okay. So let's go here. We'll go 2 on the Zygle. We'll go 5 onto Nori. And so that's a total of 7. 7 to 2. Flip up. When revealed, starting with the first player, each player must choose 1 goblin enemy from the discard pile and add it to the staging area. Ew, gross. Put Goblin Miners into play. And then we've got the Goblins Cave. So while the Goblins Cave is the active locations, goblin enemies get +1 threat. This just spirals out of control so quickly. So I quested for 7. We've got 3 7 in the main in the area, so we can't do anything there. Let's bring down the Goblin Cave, and we're gonna get engaged here. Move this up just a tad bit. It's just this little bit more room. Make sure everything's still on the screen. Yeah. Okay, so that was. Yep. Okay. Yep. So we'll take a attack of 2, undefended. So 2, we'll put that on Dane, and then 2 we'll defend with Dane. For defending player raises threat by X, where X is the number of goblin enemies engaged. So that's 2. So we're back, right back up to 30. And then we will swing with Dwalin to kill here. He has 2 defense, 2 health, swinging for 4, lower a threat by 2, draw a card, which is, another Midivore. Okay. So we will ready. Increase our threat, pass out money. Too much damage, y'all. Too much damage. Draw a card, Dwarven Tomb. Okay. So let's go ahead and activate here to give +1 willpower, and also put this on the top of my deck. Then I'm going to exhaust the Zygle Miner and choose and name a number to discard the top 2 cards. If one of those has a cost equal to the named number, we get to add some resources. So I'm going to say 1. So there's Miravir and Steward of Gondor. No, that's tough. That's tough. Bummer. Okay, so we are going to give 1 resource. We're actually going to give 1 resource here to Dwalin. And then we're going to spend 1 to play Dwarven Tomb to get Killy. And we're going to spend these 3 resources to play Killy from our hand, which will reduce our threat. There's an action window in the planning phase, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So that's good to know. That's good to know. Okay, cool. So I do have Philly in my hand, but I can also search my deck for Philly, because I'm running 2 copies, and put that Philly into play. The same window where you play allies and attachments. Okay, it's all kind of the same. That's good, because I will... Okay, I'll do that next time. Okay. So we'll quest for 6, 8. Hang on here. We're gonna hang on to Killy. Yeah, we're gonna hang on to Killy because he's gonna be a blocker for us, I think. So 8 to 2. Flip up the first card. When revealed, the first player names a card type and discards the top 3 cards that are in counter deck. For each of those cards that does not match the name type, remove 1 progress token from stage 2. Okay, so we'll say event, 1 event, 2 event, Gandalf. So this gets removed. It's so hard to get him on there, and then that card is just so great right away. And then our next one is Goblin Driver. So this is when revealed, the first player exhausts a character he controls. So we will exhaust Killy. And he is a 3 threat. Actually, he's a 4 threat because of the cave here. Engagement cost of 30. So we quested for 8. We are showing 5, so 3 goes here. Oh no, we're showing 6. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. So we're showing 6, so 2 goes here. That makes that a little bit harder. Okay. Okay. So we're not going to optionally engage this guy. We're going to try and tread water here for a little bit. We're going to have Dane defend against the Goblin Miners. And it's attacking for 2 plus no shadow effect. So Dane takes no damage. And then Dwalin will swing back. This has 2 defense, 2 health, so his 4 attack will kill him. We get to draw a card, which is a test of will. That's always good to see, and then lower our threat by 2. So we get to sit here and ready. Pass out some money. Draw a card. Hasty Stroke. Okay. Okay. That's good. And okay, so this is going to have, we effectively have to deal 5 damage to it. And so we're gonna just have our threat go crazy here for a second. We do have a Galadriel, so we can mitigate that. But we're gonna have the Goblin kill off one of these. Actually. Yep, okay. So let's go ahead and quest for 5, 7. And we're gonna leave it at that. So we're gonna quest for 7 against 6. Flip up. When revealed, starting with the first player, each player must search the encounter deck and discard pile for 1 creature enemy and put it into play engaged with them. So the only creature enemies are these nasty gray wolves. It's nasty, y'all. It's nasty. So that's the first one. And then the second one is when revealed, starting with the first player. Oh wait, hold on. Actually, I'm gonna spend 1 before I even read that. I'm gonna spend 1 to test of will that, and so we're not gonna put that into play. Oh my gosh, yeah. Forgot that I had that in my hand. That's why you have cancels. Oof, that would have been disgusting. Okay, then my second card is gonna be the Wargs Glade. So after a character takes any damage from an attack made by a creature enemy, remove 1 progress token from the current quest. This is also a riddle. The first player names a sphere, shuffles his deck, and discards the top card. For each of those cards that matches, place 1 progress token on stage 2. Also, I told you I would forget to put money on Bilbo, and I have. I think he's at 2. So I'm going to name Spirit. And this is discard the top card. I'm going to spend 2 to discard the top 3. So Spirit, we've got Leadership, 1 Spirit, 2 Spirit. So we're going to place 2 progress tokens over here on the side main scheme. This is a busy one. Okay, so we quested for 7, and we're showing 6. So we actually made it. So there we go. This gets pushed out. We're gonna go ahead and optionally engage this driver, and he's going to attack, and we are going to defend with a Killy. So it's gonna be a 2 plus 0 shadow effect. So he's actually alive. So Killy takes 1 damage and is still alive. We'll swing back with the Dwalin for 5, which will kill the Goblin Driver. Lowering our threat by 2. Drawing a card. Okay. We're treading. We're treading water here. That's what we're doing. But we still have not put any here on the main, but we're starting to build up, which is nice. Okay, so at the end of the round, we're going to raise our threat. We're going to pass out money. Don't forget Bilbo. We're going to unexhaust all of our cards. And draw a card. Oh, and we've got Gandalf. Okay. So this is interesting now. I think we may actually draw some cards here with Gandalf. If we even play Gandalf. We lost 1. We've lost 1 sneak attack. So may hang on to Gandalf just to make sure that no nasty monsters come out. But we're at 25 threat. Okay, we're going to spend 3 to go ahead and play a greeting to lower our threat by 6 to take us down to 19. And that's going to help just in the future. Alrighty. Okay, so there is... No, okay. Stay the course. Optimism level high still. Go. Good, I'm glad. We are going to go ahead and go into our questing phase. So we're going to quest for 5. We're going to quest for 7. We're going to quest for 9. That leaves us a couple of blockers if we need them. So 9. Flip up the top card. It's one of these. Goblin Driver. When revealed, the first player exhausts 1 character he controls. So that's going to be Killy. And our second one is Goblin Axeman gets +1 fight for every cave location in play. Okay, so our threat is at 19, which is doing really well. So we're going to go ahead and we can only optionally engage 1. So we'll optionally engage not that one. We wouldn't be able to kill it. We'd have to defend with Dane. So we'll go ahead and optionally. Oh, we could because we still have Bilbo over here. Bilbo actually gets to do stuff. So we'll optionally engage the Goblin Driver. Oh wait, hold on. I just like flipped it up. I was so happy that nothing bad happened that I think we forgot to put some progress tokens out there. So we went 2 for 7, request for 9. So first blood right there, 2. Okay, we'll start out. We'll defend 2 to 3, and we've got 0 shadow effect, which is great. And then we'll swing back with a 4/5, which will kill the Goblin Driver, lowering our threat by 2. Drawing us a card, which is another test of will, which is excellent. Okay. The optimism level is still high, but I'm glad that we have a Will of the West in our hand. We're not discarding all of the Will of the West. Okay. So let's ready up. Let's increase our threat to 18. Let's pass out some money. Draw a card. Oh no, it's Killy. Did not want to draw that. I guess it's fine. Oh no, yeah, that's gonna be fine because we're probably gonna kill off Killy and Philly before we play Will of the West, and so we'll shuffle those back in and then we can activate it immediately. So we're good with that. I'm trying to figure out when do we bring Gandalf out? I don't think it's yet. I don't think it's quite yet. I think we're gonna hang out. We're gonna stay the course. Yeah, I think we're gonna stay the course. I was looking underneath my sofa, and did you know what I found? An action window for the Lord of the Rings card. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. That's really funny. Okay, so we're showing a threat of 4 in the staging area. We're going to... Oh my goodness, I'm trying to figure out. I'm going to throw Gandalf in there, which would draw me cards. What Gandalf would you right now? We're going to hang out one more round. When you find spare change on the cushion, ready an ally in play. I love it. Okay, so we're going to hang out one round, and then we'll reevaluate. So let's go ahead and quest for 5, 7, 9. 9 to our 4. Flip out the first card. The first player names a card type, shuffles his deck, and discards the top 2 cards. For each card matches, place 1 progress token on stage 2. We are going to be doing the riddle, so we'll shuffle up our deck. We're going to name a... We actually, honestly... We're going to name ally. We're going to drop 3. We haven't pulled a lot of allies, so we got 1, 2, 3. There's the ally. The 1 progress token. We lost our steward, which is tough. That's our second steward, so we may want to go ahead and play Will to the West here soon. But only 6 more to go over here. And then our second one is the Goblin, which surges into the Great Grey Wolf. Okay, so that's nasty. So this is 5, 9. So we met it, so nothing happens. But our threat is at 18, so we can only optionally engage one of these. Yeah, I hate the Great Grey Wolf. I hate it so much. I think we can... not nuke it. It's 4 damage. It has 5 health. It's like they meant to do that. Like they meant to do that. Okay. I think we have to, so we're gonna optionally engage the Great Grey Wolf. We're gonna have Philly defend against an attack of 5. It has a riddle. At the end of the combat phase, so it doesn't go immediately. Okay, I've been playing that wrong the entire time. So, not like on this stream, but as like during the practice, I've been playing that wrong. Okay, so Philly's dead, but that's fine. So Philly is gone, but we can now swing back at the Great Grey Wolf, and so we'll do 4, 6, 7. Yep. So 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 defense, 5 health. This dies. Yeah, I straight up, I really thought that was immediately. Like, there's another warg that does that. Sweet. Okay. So that's not an orc enemy, so I don't get to lower my threat or draw any cards. But we got it out of there, which is really kind of what we needed. Well, let's go ahead and ready up. We're going to pass out some money. Alrighty. We're going to get to draw a card, which is another Gandalf, which makes it a little bit easier to play him. And I'm wondering if we go ahead and play a Will of the West at this point. If we play a Will of the West, we can play... No, we have... Let's let Killy die. And then we'll play Will of the West next turn. Okay. I like that. Okay. So we're going to spend 2, 4, 5 to put Gandalf into play. When Gandalf enters play, we are going to draw 3 cards. We got a Longbeard Elder. Nice. We got a Sneak Attack. Cool. Okay, I like that. And we've got a Second Breakfast, which our attachment is going to be Steward of Gondor. Huge. Huge. You love to see it. It's going to be a 1. We're going to play Second Breakfast. We're going to go get Steward of Gondor. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh, it's happening. It's finally happening. And now I have all the cards in my hand. One of the cards that I did sub out of this deck was Protector of Lorien, just because it relied on me drawing Narvies to activate it, but... Oh, okay. We're treading. We're treading here. And we've got a Sneak Attack Gandalf in our hand. We've got... Okay, well... This is the most hopeful I have been in a long time while playing this quest. So let's see what happens. Let's go all out in questing. Our threat is at 18. I don't know if I raised that. I think it's actually supposed to be at 19. I'm going to go ahead and raise it just to be safe. Actually, before the quest phase, since we have actions and planning, let's go ahead and spend 1 resource to put Mirvor on there. We are going to activate this to give 1 +1 willpower, and then place it on the top of our deck. We're gonna exhaust Zygel to discard. We're gonna name 1, and we're gonna choose Dane. So it's gonna be 1. Dang, unexpected courage. Okay, so Dane gets 1, which I could have just thrown it on there and hope for the best, but we were kind of pushing our luck here. But we've got 2. We're actually gonna go ahead and throw Steward of Gondor onto Dane, immediately exhausting it, giving it 2 resources, and then we will. I don't think there's any need to spend any more resources right now, so we'll hang out. Okay, so let's quest. Denethor is giving you the stink eye right now. Okay, so we are showing 5. We're going to quest for 4. We're going to quest for 6 more, so that's 10. That's 6 because it's 2, 4, 5. We discarded the flask for 6, so we're up to 10. Killy's going to take a hit, so we don't want to use him. So we're going to sit there at 10. We want to be able to swing back. We need the bonus here. So we're good. Hey, you exhausted Stewart. Did you get resource? I didn't see you play anything for 2. So I spent 2 resources from Dane, put Stewart onto Dane, and I just never like took it off and put it back on. I just effectively played it for free. Also, I just want to note that Bilbo Baggins aside, your team is full of guys with awesome beards. Yeah, even Gandalf over here. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Gotcha. Shuffle demon. Okay. So if Killy takes a hit, all the math. So we're going for 10 against. We're showing 5. So let's flip out the first one. This has a riddle. So the first player names a sphere, shuffles his deck, discards the top card. For each of those cards that matches, place 1 progress token on stage 2. So we'll go ahead and do that. We're going to name Lore, or not Lore. Wow, that would have been bad. We're going to name Spirit, the blue sphere. So we got 1, which is not Spirit, and 2, which is Spirit. So we're going to place 1 here onto the Riddles of the Dark. Okay. And then we've got the Goblins Cave, which is a 3 threat. So that's a total of 8 showing. So 5. No, wait, hold on. Oh, yeah. 5, 8. Quested for 10, so we're going to place 2 here. We'll go ahead and travel. And then we're going to bring down... Now we're going to bring down... the Axeman. Yeah. Okay. Goblin Axeman is going to attack. Killy will defend. So he's going to attack for 3 because there are 2 cave locations in play. So 3 plus 0 shadow. Killy dies. Womp womp. That's actually kind of what we wanted. And then we'll swing back with Dwalin for 5, which does enough to kill the Axeman. Okay. That allows us to lower our threat by 2. It allows us to draw a card, which is a Galadriel's Greeting, which we probably don't need right now. Our threat is sitting at a very manageable level. But at the end of the round, Gandalf is going to head out and do his own thing. Get all of our ready tokens back. And pass out money. Okay. Okay, so there's an order of operations here. Love how the resources token represents money as the 1 ring, yet those 1 rings are so surprisingly common. Yeah, that's true. What is my order of operation here? I think... Okay, so I think we definitely want to sneak attack Gandalf in this round. That can help. We'll sneak him in questing. We'll probably draw 3 cards just to give us that flexibility. So that's going to be one of our resources here. I think we also... Yeah. Okay. So we're going to spend one resource here to play Will of the West. So we will remove that from the game and we'll shuffle our discard pile into our deck. Okay, so now the statistics are back on. We want 1 cost spirit events or allies, but probably events. Shuffling it in. I think this is the first time I've ever used this card on stream. There we go. We are going to spend 3 of Dane's resources to play Philly. When Philly enters play, we get to lower our threat by 1. And then we get to go search for Killy, which we just shuffled into the deck. Somewhere, there we go. So Killy is back out. They are back out in full force. Nice. We're going to be sneak attacking. We've got money for a test of will and a hasty stroke, so we're good. And we'll have Killy take a hit. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll have one of them take a hit from this goblin. So, okay, we're good. Okay, so during the questing phase, we're going to sneak attack Gandalf in, and we're going to draw 3 cards. We got a Sleebrian Stone, a Miner, and a Sneak Attack. Okay, sweet. Got the Sneak Attack. So we're at 4. We're going to go 5 here. That's 9. We're going to go the Miner, which is 11. Our quest counter is at 11. And we will go 13. We'll go up to 13. Why not? It'll be fun. So 13 will flip up this top card, which is when revealed starting with the first player. Each player must search the encounter deck and discard pile for 1 creature. This is the prime example of why we want to hold on to a test of will. We'll just cancel. And then we've got our second one, which is when revealed, the first player must exhaust one character he controls. So we will go ahead and exhaust Bilbo. Our total threat is at 13. Okay, so we quested for 13. This is 11, 9, 5. So this gets cleared and we place 2 on main. So we're up to 6 out of 14. So we're slowly making progress there. We're falling behind over here. So we need to figure out riddles at some point. At the end of the quest phase, Gandalf comes back into our hand. We're going to optionally engage this Goblin Driver. Making a mess. We'll go ahead and defend with Killy. So it's going to be a 2 plus a 0 shadow effect. So Killy takes 1 damage and is still alive. Dwalin swings back for 5, which kills the Goblin Driver, lowering our threat by 2. Honestly, I may have been able to run a couple of secrecy cards in here. Like, the threat mitigation is pretty great, and then Glamdring allows us to draw Hardy Leadership, which is really nice to pull. Which is really nice to pull, giving all of our dwarves +1 health. At the end of the round, we'll stand everybody up, increase our threat, so we're up to 15. Draw a card, which is Dwarven Tomb, and we'll pass out some money. Got 1, got 1, got 3 here. We're gonna spend 1 resource off of Dwalin to play Dwarven Tomb to grab a Test of Will. Just so we have it, just in case. We're going to spend 2 resources from Dane to throw Hardy Leadership onto him. And Bilbo resource. Thank you. Is there a Lord of the Rings challenge where you try to reduce your threat to 0 or into negative territory? No, but I love it. You may see that. At some point in the next couple of months because I really like that idea. Okay. Yeah. That's really cool. You're gonna get credit here soon. And anyone on the stream or watching it gets a head start to kind of think about it. May not be this month because I kind of like this month, but we may go ahead and just throw it in this. So we're still in planning. We're gonna hang out. I think. Okay, so I think we're just gonna go ahead. We're gonna sneak attack Gandalf in again, and whenever he comes in, we're going to. I don't know what else I want in my hand. I guess like more allies. So we're gonna draw. Got a Dwarven Tomb. Okay, got Stand and Fight and another Hardy Leadership. So not anything that we really want, need, but it is what it is. And yes, you have to. That's what I was thinking. It's like you can't just start with a threat of 5. It's like you have to start at something pretty high and lower it all the way down. Try and figure out how to get it down, because you can just start with 1 hero and just like be done with it. But no, I think I really like the idea. It's pretty cool. Okay, so we've got 4. 6, 11, 13 again, and so we're showing 3. So we're going to flip up Goblin Miners and a Wild Wargs. I straight up did not realize that there were multiple different wargs in this. I just saw them all as the same. And we need a drinking game where we take a shot every time Nelson D20 does the Gandalf sneak attack. You would not survive the night. Okay, so we quested for 13. We've got 5, 6, 8. So that actually, and that's pretty good. That's 5. Got 2, 4, 5. And we're up to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So this is one of the problems I have with this scenario, is that if you just don't draw the riddle cards, you can just be stuck here forever, and that can get kind of frustrating. Gandalf's Gondorian Djinn. Yes, the Gandalf Gondorian Djinn. We'll go ahead and take the Wild Wargs. Might as well. Wild Wargs is going to attack with 3. We'll defend with Philly here. So it's going to be 3 shadow effect. Attacking enemy makes an additional attack immediately after this one. Deal a new shadow card for that effect. And this says if he gets a shadow card with a riddle, which this does not, it gets +2. And so this is going to be 3, defend for 1. So he takes 2 damage. So he's actually still alive because of Hardy Leadership. We have +1 health. Awesome. And then he's making another attack, which Gandalf's back. Which is not great here. We could lose Dane. Um, Boromir's best bidders. Yes. Oh no. I'm worried, y'all. I'm worried. Have a way out of this? I don't think I have a way out of this. Honestly, I think I would rather lose Dwalin if we're gonna lose a character than Dane. So here we go. Dwalin's going to defend for 2. Shadow effect. It does have a riddle, so Dwalin is dead. That's a tough blow. That's a tough blow. Bummer. Sam's Flurious Shot. Yes. Oh man, that's too bad. That's really too bad. Crap. Okay, well. We will raise our threat. We will pass out money. If only I had Brock. You're right. You're right. I should have been running Brock. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh no. Okay. Actually, I don't know if this is too far retconning it. Do I lose Nori? I think that's actually what I do. Is I let it go undefended and then I lose Nori. I'm gonna do that instead. Which like sucks, but I would much rather have Dwalin here to be able to swing back, which is what he will do. He will swing back for 5, which will kill the ward. But I'd rather have the attacker than the quester at this point because we've got some allies in our hand that can push through, and we're also almost done here. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we will ready. So if we have Iron Fist and Iron Foot as Dwarvish surnames, do we have Iron Head, Iron Heart, and Iron Toes? Iron Heart's Marvel champions. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. We need Iron Shoulders. Raise our threat. We'll draw a card, which is Unexpected Courage. Interesting. Okay. So, and we'll pass out money. Iron Fist is also... Yes, Iron Fist is also Marvel Champions. Good call. Yes. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh my gosh. I feel like I kept reconning everything. So... So he came in... We're just going to roll with it. I don't want to change up too many things, but I need to remember that everyone has +1 hit point. So I could have defended here and actually have been fine, right? So it would have been 5, defended 2, 3 would have gone on. So I would have had 1 health left with Dwalin. So, I am going to pull that back. So I defended, he's back out. It's just basically what I did the first. I'm undoing my undo. Nori had 3. Okay. But party leadership. Okay. So we're getting there. We're getting there. You need those extra tokens to track those extra health. Yeah, yeah. I do. I really do. Okay, so we are definitely going to Lord of the Rings. Hey, B Snow, how's it going? We haven't seen such a revive in Lord of the Rings since Gandalf's tangle with the Balrog. Yeah, that happened a couple weeks ago. Okay, so I'm gonna get out my allies. Okay, here are my allies. I'm going to spend 2, 4, 5. Put Gandalf into play. We're gonna nuke. I'm gonna spend 1 more from Nori. Then we're gonna spend 3 resources to put Longbeard Elder into play, which I don't think I've raised my threat, so we're not gonna lower my threat. But after I play Dwarf Hero from my hand, get to do that. So we have Longbeard Elder out there, and we don't have any monies, but we do have a Test of Will. Okay, sounds good to me. Okay, so we're gonna go. Well, we don't need to. Well, we might as well, right? Like 4, 7, 12. 12, we're showing 5. So we should be good there. 12 and we're showing 5. I like it. We'll flip up. This is a 2. And then we've got another 2. And like we just haven't flipped a riddle. To be clear, you can't optionally engage Goblin, right? That is correct. It states on here that they cannot leave the riddle area unless instructed by like quest cards. So we can't just grab Goblin. But we have not flipped a riddle in forever. It feels like. So I'm hoping we get there soon. But we quested for. I don't even remember what I said. This is down to 0 because it wasn't or not -1. So it's 2, 6, 11. Well, it's not exhausted. So it was 11, and this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 2 goes on here, so we're still 1 away, which is fine. We'll go ahead and grab Goblin. He will attack. We'll defend with Philly. So Shadow Effect is defending player deals damage among characters he controls equal to the number of Goblin enemies engaged with him. We'll give 1 to Killy, and then oh wait, actually, oh, he gets +1 attack, so he does have 1 attack. So Philly is dead. Bad. We'll swing back with a million here on the Goblin Axeman. Kill him, lowering our threat by 2, drawing a card. Another Steward of Gondor. And moving on. So we'll unexhaust. Gandalf heads away. Pass out money. But whenever we do get a riddle, we're going to be ready to pay some money to get what we need. Raise our threat. Draw a card. Because we drew a card from Glamdring, but drawing a card, which is Unexpected Courage. Okay, so let's go ahead and spend 2 resources here. No, actually, let's go ahead and spend 2. We'll play Narvi's Belt. It's in here somewhere. We got. Oh no! I'm sorry. Let me fix that real quick. Sorry about that. My camera will overheat. I have a fan that is on the camera, but if I forget to turn it on, which I always do, then it overheats and just shuts off after about an hour and a half. So, but fan's on, so we should be good now. Hardy Leadership, give a hit point to save the kill. Hardy Leadership did give a hit point to save the kill. Dwalin sitting at 1 hit point left. It's actually saved 3 kills. It saved Killy once, it saved Philly once, and it saved Dwalin. So can you discard Steward of Gondor in play to play the Steward of Gondor from your hand? Yeah. Oh, and like tap it again. But I mean that's net even, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're playing Narvi's. We'll exhaust Narvi's Belt to give a leadership. Or not a leadership, I'm sorry, a spirit. We'll go 1, 2. We'll play Unexpected Courage onto Dane. And then we're going to hold on to those for my Best of Will and Hasty Stroke. Just to be safe. Alrighty, so let's quest. We've got 3. 5, 10, 12. Questing for 12, we are showing 2, 4, 6, 7. Questing for 12. First card, when revealed, the first player must choose to answer the riddle on this card. If he finds at least one match, we have to do it again. Okay, so we're shuffling the encounter deck. We went through the encounter deck already. I think we have to place an acceleration on my next main scheme of Marvel Champions, so help me remember to do that. We're shuffling this out. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. We're not gonna cancel this because we need to do riddles. Need to do some riddles. Okay, so the riddle here. Okay, so let me read it. So the first player must choose to answer the riddle on this card. If he finds at least one match, discard cards from the encounter deck until another card with a riddle is discarded, then answer that riddle. The first player names a cost, shuffles his deck, and discards the top 2 cards. For each one of those cards that matches, place 1 progress token on stage 2. So we are going to say cost of 1. We're discarding 2. We're gonna discard that Dom riddle art though. Yeah, right? 2, 4, 6. So we're gonna go ahead and do 6 cards. We're saying 1. We've got 1. Nope. 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 2. And then our last one is correct. Okay, so we're placing 3 progress tokens. So that's good. It's 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay. Okay, so 7 out of 9. And we discard cards until we find another riddle, which is here. The first player names a card type, sphere, and cost. Shuffles his deck, then discard the top 3 cards. For each of those cards that matches all 3 items, place 1 progress token on stage 2. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we are going to... I don't even know. AC Stroke, Test of Will. Okay, so we're going to say event 1 blue. I actually think Bilbo is quite a fit for a hobbit. Is Baggins a sphere? Yes, it is. It is. Okay, so discarding 3. Boom, we got it. We got 1. No. We got 2. We got 2. We just hit that. We just hit that on naming all 3 types. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We just got that. So we're placing 2. So that's 9. That's 9 right there. I cannot believe that just happened. That's super exciting. Okay, so cool. We lost Will of the West, but that's fine. So that was the first card. So our second card is going to be a Goblin Miners. So we quested for, I think it was 12. This is 2, 4, 9. We requested for 9. For some reason I thought, oh, 9, 11. 11. So we're going to take that down to 11. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Putting 2. So it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15. We're moving on, y'all. We are moving on. A weird minigame in a Lord of the Rings card game, but it looks interesting. Oh, yeah. Okay. In my playtest, I got to this very rarely. Okay, so just like that, we're moving on. Into the Fire. To everyone's surprise, Bilbo Baggins rejoined his companions on the eastern side of the Misty Mountains. However, their celebration was cut short by the chilling sound of wolves howling close by. To the frightened hobbit, it seemed as if they had escaped from the goblins only to be eaten by wargs. Heirs of Numenor really tosses things up. Nice. That's exciting. The win revealed the first player gains control of Bilbo Baggins. Reveal 1 encounter card per player and add it to the staging area. Gollum engages the first player. And then damage from undefended attacks made by Gollum must be placed on Bilbo. And then all riddle effects are ignored and treachery cards gain surge now. And we've got to make it through 16. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're getting there. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and engage. Fight the location lock, yeah. And then Lake gets discarded. Because it says after players advance to stage 3, remove Lake. So that's good. The problem here is we can only engage one thing at a time. And so that gets kind of nasty. But let's see. We've got a Dwalin that can swing. I'm going to put Gollum up here. So we may block with Killy. We can swing with Dane. Actually, we may just take out Gollum here. And then go crazy on the questing. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we're not going to optionally engage anything, which may be a mistake, but we'll see. Our threat is really low, so we'll be fine. So Gollum's going to attack. We're going to defend with Killy. So it's going to be 2 plus defending player raises threat by X, where X is the number of goblin enemies engaged. We have 0 goblin enemies engaged with us, so we're not raising our threat. And then so it's going to be 2 to the 1. 1 damage, kills Killy, which is fine. Well, actually, I think it's fine. Yeah. We'll get the trigger, as long as we don't. And then we have to deal 8. So here's 4. 6, 7. I miscounted, y'all. No. Oops. I totally miscounted there. Okay, well that deals 4 damage. 4, so 1. Yep. 4 damage. Don't kill Gollum, you'll mess with the timeline. I'm shooing him away. That's what I'm doing. Shooing him away. Okay. So we'll ready up. We'll draw a card. No, it's Philly. It's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted, y'all. Oh, no. Pass out money. Raise our threat. We're up to 17. I guess I could grab Will of the West with the Dwarven Tomb. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that probably next turn. Also have a stand and fight if we want to grab anything. We could grab Bover. Yeah. Let's go ahead and spend 3 money to stand and fight. and put Bowfriend into play. We will exhaust. Oh, oops, got all these. We're gonna exhaust Narvi's to play, or to give the Spirit Sphere, and to play Zygle, which will lower our threat by 1. Okay. I never spent the money. Okay, so let's see what we got. So we're going to quest for 3, 6, 10, 15, 16. We'll quest for 16. Yeah. And we're showing 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We're only revealing 1 card now, which is awesome. And we've got what's in my pocket. The first player must choose to answer the riddle on this card. This effect cannot be canceled. Riddle effects are ignored, but this does gain Surge. And also, we're down to 15 because that was not a location. I always forget to look at that. We're going to... So, surging into the Goblin Axeman. So, this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So, we place 4 here. We'll not engage. We'll defend with Dane here on Gollum. So Gollum's going to here. Defending player exhausts 1 character he controls. We're going to spend 1 resource to cancel that with a hasty stroke. And then we'll swing back and kill Gollum. Okay. I will stand. Oh, I could have done 2 more. I forgot that I had Unexpected Courage. Next time. We'll draw just second breakfast. What's our attachment? Ancient, Matin, not. Pass out money. Increase threat. Wailing from Andy's. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so let's go ahead and exhaust Narvis to give Spirit. We're going to spend 1 to play Dwarven Tomb. And then we're going to go grab Will of the West. We'll spend 1 to play Will of the West and remove it from the game. And that will shuffle these cards back into my deck. I'm so tense right now. Like I feel so tense. Is my threat correct? My threat correct? I thought it was at 17 earlier. It may need to be at 18. I'm gonna up it just to be safe. I think it's at 18. Okay. Now we're going to spend 3 spirit resources to play Killy. You know him, you love him. He's back. We're gonna go find a filly. Threat lowers because we played Killy from our hand. And it's all coming together as part of the plan. Okay. Harvey Steward. Courage, no, we want to keep that. Got a test of will. Nice. Okay. That guy's come back more than Duke too. Yeah, yes, he absolutely has. Alrighty, okay. I'm feeling, I don't want to say I'm feeling good, but I'm feeling good. Okay, so let's go 4, 7. We're only going to be able to engage one of these, so might as well leave Killy or someone out. So 7, 10. Actually, well, that does matter. We have Philly, so we're going to try and kill Killy if we can. So 4, 7, 10, 12, 17, 18, 20. So our quest points are up to 20, and we are showing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. We're flipping one card, which is a 3. So that's 14, so we're placing 6. So 2, 4, 6. We are going to engage this goblin. That's off the screen, isn't it? We're gonna, yeah, we'll engage this guy. Killy will defend for 1. He's going to attack for 2. No shadow effect, and so 2 defended for 1. He takes 1 damage, and Killy's still alive. We will swing back with Dwalin, which will kill this goblin, which means that we get to lower our threat by 2. We get to draw a card, which is Gandalf. Coming in clutch. Coming in clutch, y'all. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. Let's go. Okay, so we, at the end of the phase, we'll ready up. I cannot believe that. I can't say it. It's like you don't say a perfect game, right? So we're going to increase our threat to 19. Pass out money. Okay, so check it. We're going to spend 2, 5 to play Gandalf. Okay. There's Gandalf. We've got... What else do we have? That's it. And 1 less on here because this wasn't a location. I always forget to do that. But there's Gandalf. I guess we can spend 1 to play... Midivere here. We'll discard it. We'll give +1 money and +1 willpower. Bilbo resources. Yeah. Did I not flip it last time? I just spent a ton of them for Gandalf. I just spent 4. Yeah, don't jinx it. Okay. So we got 4. He does not exhaust. We've got 6. We'll keep Killy around. No, we have Gandalf to defend. We have 6, 8, 11, 14, 18. Unexpected courage is 21, 22, 27. Okay, so 27 to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Flipping 1 card. When revealed, starting with the first player, each player must search the encounter deck and discard pile for a creature and put it into play. And then this also gains Surge, which is annoying. Don't want the 4. Wild Wargs, yep, okay, so we'll put that in there. Then this does gain Surge, so we're up to 14. Then the Surge is going to be the Wargs Glade. So 16. We quested for 27, so we're placing 11, so we win. That was awesome. That was so much fun. Oh my gosh. I'm really happy. Oh my gosh, because I was getting really frustrated when practicing for this one and just like going through it. I was beating my head against the wall trying to get through this. I am so happy that we did that. That was super exciting. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I am like pumped right now. I am pumped. And we get to open the next pack. Oh, shots all around. Denethor's flaming Zambuchas. Oh man, that was so exciting. Ooh, I am like pumped right now. That was crazy. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna clean this up. I'm gonna go to the Be Right Back screen. I'm gonna clean it up. We're gonna go ahead and grab the second Hobbit box. We're gonna unbox that tonight. I'll be back in probably like 5 minutes. And see y'all very, very soon. Yeah. That low threat was a big part of this. Well done. Yeah, that was crazy. Starting at 30 and then maintaining like a 15 to 20 the rest of the game. Ooh. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, man. Okay, I'll be right back.